Well, big guy, it's time. I've been actively avoiding this story for years. Oh, I'm Scotty. He's Batman. You're not. So, I'll admit that I wasn't completely truthful when I canceled December. I wasn't into the animated features. That part is true. But one big part of me was the why I canceled, why I wasn't motivated, is because I knew eventually I would have to tackle the Killing Joke, which kind of really got me the first time I watched it, and not in a good way. It sort of annoyed me as a fan of Batman the Animated Series and that whole, growing up in that universe. I was excited when they not only they announced this, but they announced that they're gonna have I can't give it a name. Kevin Conroy, I don't think the name, and Mark Hamill come back to do the voices. I can't even say that is the only good thing in this film, because there really isn't much to go by when it says the good. This thing is a dumpster fire. If you bring in the legendary voices of Batman and Joker, then that connects it to the continuity of the DCAU, the DC Animated Universe, and the Batman the Animated Series in particular. And if you do that, you also have Tara Strong do the voice of Barbara, I think. Oh, I think she did it on the show too, but it just sort of, you bring them in to do the voices, but the story you tell is something that's really going to give the middle finger to the fans of Batman the Animated Series. No, it's not just the Killing Joke. Like, the Killing Joke part, that's fine, which is only like 45 minutes of screen time, but this is the 77-minute film. The other 32 are spent on a quote-unquote prologue about Batman and Batgirl and their relationship. Yeah, I remember when I first watched this, and I'm watching this, and there's this whole story. The whole first half hour of this is Batman and Batgirl dealing with a criminal by the name of Paris Franz. It is just an alias, but come on. Who is obsessed with Batgirl after seeing her when she tried to stop them. He blows a kiss and he gets obsessed with her. And yeah, at a certain point, I'm sitting there going, where the hell is the Joker? This is the Killing Joke. Who the hell is Paris Franz? What is this? Is this a prequel where Paris Franz? Are you trying to tell us that a guy named Paris Franz becomes the Joker? It's not even voiced by Mark Hamill. No, it's completely disconnected. And it serves only for fan service, if you can even call it that, for those who shit Batman and Batgirl. Because there is a scene where Batman and Batgirl have sex on a roof. You don't see it, but it starts like they're arguing and they're hitting each other, whatever, and then they kind of grabbing each other, and she tackles him onto the roof, and then she kisses him, and she takes her thing off. You see bra, and then cuts away, and it is implied and told to us that they did have sex. Keep in mind that this is someone who has been like a father figure to her, not only her, but Robin and Nightwing and many others. She Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah. And but this whole beginning part has nothing to do with the rest of the story. It's barely mentioned once the Killing Joke adaptation started, and that's because the Killing Joke itself was only 48 pages long. So it's a short little blurb to put on screen. So they had to write something else to put at the beginning of this instead of just stretching it out to like say an hour runtime. You had to add some bullshit that was never in the comics. For fan service, for fetishists, why? I don't know. And then once the actual Killing Joke part starts, it's 32 minutes in, and you're going, okay, now we're finally doing this. Then we get flashbacks, and I know technically the line in here is, you know, about his past that he like multiple choice. So you never know. It's much like The Dark Knight, where he tells the story of how he got his scars, and every time it's different. The story they tell in this about how he was married and about how he put on a red hood and was tricked and duped into falling in, duped by this gang, and he fell into the chemicals and became the Joker, may not be 100% accurate because the Joker might not always be telling 100% of the truth. I get that. You're still showing it on the screen. And it's very similar to the one we get in Under the Red Hood as well, I believe. Very similar. And I mentioned earlier that they got Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy to come back to do the voices of Joker and Batman, respectively. The problem is the art style, the animation is completely different than that of Batman the Animated Series. So you are watching this and you are hearing the voices of Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, but you're disconnected because it's not, they don't look like they should. They look differently. The animation is different. There's, and the Joker doesn't laugh once. Like he has a, but he doesn't do like a full laugh. I can't do it. A full laugh. He doesn't do it. And comparing this to the comics, like I haven't read the comic, but I've watched some videos that talk about it. Apparently, like even the art style is a little bit dull compared to what the original comic looked like. I know that eventually there was like two different art styles in the comics because one was very done without permission and the other one's like, okay, we're gonna redo it. But like, it's just very dull. There's nothing that sticks out really. And you get to the moment that you think, oh, this is called the Killing Joke. Someone's going to die. So Joker breaks in, he shoots Barbara, and kidnaps Commissioner Gordon, all in an attempt to break him to prove that all it takes is one bad day for someone to go mad. It ends up Commissioner Gordon doesn't go mad, and he tries to prove it to Batman, and it doesn't work with Batman either. Although in the comics it's a little bit ambiguous apparently. And also in the comics this led to Barbara becoming Oracle, which I know, but this is a standalone film. And it's called The Killing Joke. No one dies. When I saw the title, I'm like, oh shit, they're killing off the Joker. But no, that doesn't happen. Like if they had it ended ambiguously like the comic, it probably would have fared better for me. But here, it's just, no one dies. Not even Barbara. She's fine. She's paralyzed now and she'll become Oracle. Which I kind of figured when I first watched the movie. So, are they killing her off? No, she's in the hospital. That's fine. Okay. Like, okay. She's going to be Oracle. I get it. I know comics. I know some comics, Batman. But this is just, I don't know. For being called a Killing Joke, I was expecting someone to die. And this is kind of a nitpick, but how come Batman's not on the fucking cover? It's a Batman movie. I know it's called The Killing Joke, but come on. And also, Joker is with the camera, and this is, from the point that he he shoots Barbara, and he undresses her. You don't see it, but it's implied he took pictures of her, naked pictures of her. This is what that is from. And when he came in, he was dressed like he was a tourist. So I don't know, get what this is, but yeah, this movie's just nah. Like I didn't have high hopes for this, so it's not gonna fry in hell. But I'm just gonna say it's not worth your time. To me, it just doesn't do it. There was more hype around it than what actually came of it, and it just meh to me. So we're gonna move on. I forgot to write down. Hold on. And I picked this because I was trying to figure out what to do, and I said I could do one of those animated films, just do it. And this kind of stuck out to me, so I'm like, screw it. I'll do it. Why not? Get it over with. Exactly. So let's see what the next challenge is. Netflix. Finally, I get to do something from a streaming service, for God's sake. Means I'll have to wait till this is uploaded, but I got laundry and stuff to go do. So Netflix, I get to go to Netflix and watch a movie on Netflix. And I think I already know what I'm doing, but what are your thoughts on Batman the Killing Joke? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.